I'm Daily Journal crime reporter Danza Johnson, here with Lee County investigator Danny Giroux, and we're here to talk about internet safety. Mr. Giroux heads the county's cybercrime unit, and he's been dealing a lot with the internet stings, catching sex predators, and that sort of thing. Danny, it's summertime now, and a lot of kids are going to be home with computers while mom and dad are at work. What are some of the risks parents face not being home watching the kids on the computer?
Well, as you know, if your child gets on the internet, it's parents' responsibility to make sure that the parent knows what your child is doing. Whether they're going to inappropriate websites, whether they're chatting with people they don't need to be chatting with. If the parents are at work and the child's at home alone, it gives them a lot more time to spend on the computer and a lot more, possibilities of doing stuff they shouldn't be doing. Now, kids are going to be kids, and they're going to do things that they may not supposed to be doing. But not saying that that's all the kids do is get on computers and do bad things, but you do have that possibility of that happening. And now that your child is going to be at home during the day, it's more of a chance for that to happen.
So computers are not good babysitters?
No, not at all. And that's a good point, because a lot of parents will buy computers for their kids to use as a babysitter, and that's not a good thing.
What can me as a parent do while I'm at work to assure that my kid is not doing something inappropriate on the internet or something dangerous?
Okay, there's a couple of options you can use here. There are a website restriction software. In other words, there's software that'll prohibit the computer to go on certain websites. There's programs that will prohibit somebody downloading the program, say for instance a chat program that can be used. Also, you can use what's called a keylogger. That's a program that will record every keystroke that's done on that computer. So if a parent wants to monitor what the child is typing or the websites that they're going to, there's several different types of software to be able to go to. And you can Google just internet safety tools, and there's a load of different types of software and programs that they can get.
Price-wise, are these softwares pretty inexpensive, or?
A lot of them are free. A lot of them are free. All you have to do is get on there and Google them. You can go to there's a lot of companies that offer. I think iSafe is one that uses a software to be able to. That's the main thing. You've got to restrict what your children are going to and the sites that they're viewing.
Mm-hmm. And because, like you said, most of these children aren't on there to do these type of things, but predators are actually seeking them in these chat rooms. Exactly. Most of them are not going out looking for sexual predators. That's
right. And the thing about it is that people have this misconception that this predator is just in the computer, just lurking. Now that may be so, but it's just like anything. The child, all they have to do is say no. So if they get approached by somebody, what a child needs to do is, number one, tell their parent, hey, I've been approached inappropriately by somebody, and also the child doesn't need to respond to that person. So, but the bad thing about it is that a lot of children will not say something to a parent because they're afraid that their internet or their computer usage will be, taken away from them. So, if I'm a child and I want to remain on that computer, I'm not going to tell my parent because they're going to think that it was my fault. Yeah. So the parent and the child need to have a good relationship, a good open relationship, and to discuss problems like this.
So communication is key between the parent and child.
It's a big key. Sure is.
If you can give one advice to parents and children this summer for computer use, what would it be?
Well, if I'm a child, if I'm a parent, and I'm concerned about what my child goes to, I will get a program that will restrict the sites that a child goes to. Or if you're not comfortable with your child being on the computer, put a password on that computer that will keep the child from being there. Me personally, if I had a teenage daughter at home, I would probably not want her to be on that computer because I know the dangers and I've seen the dangers. I wouldn't want her to be on that computer if I wasn't at home, because I would love to be there to be able to monitor what she's doing, what she's looking at.
Okay. Okay, we'd like to thank Danny for participating, and you can log in at djournal.com on Tuesday to get more tips on internet safety.